Welcome to the opening ceremony. I'll formally introduce myself to you all now. My name is Connor. I'm a master's student here in Trinity in the School of Physics, and this year I've been lucky enough to end up as the chair of the PLANCKS Organising Committee in what is a very significant year for PLANCKS, for physics in Trinity, for so many reasons, with 300 years of physics, with CERN membership and so on, that you'll hear more about from various speakers. And with that, before we get carried away with the physics, I'll do a safety talk. So most of the events will take place here in the MacNeil, other than tomorrow's dinner and the science showcase, which will be in the Snyon. In the case of any emergency, you know the two doors you come in. There's the two doors here, which will lead you out the front of the Hamilton building. And if you leave the Hamilton, go out to the right to the next building over, and we'll say that is the fire assembly point. Also, during the weekend, we will have people with first aid training to stand by for any immediate responses. All volunteers, the people here in blue t-shirts, have been given the security phone numbers of the TCD security in case anything is required. So if you have any problems, please do come to anyone you see wearing this t-shirt, or memorize any of the faces down here in the front, as they're all here volunteering and happy to help. So I'd like to say thank you first of all for being here as enthusiastic physics students, as it's not an easy thing to first of all do a 4-hour physics competition and your award is then to do a 4-hour physics competition. But it's really important to have these things happening and to see a passion within the student community for this, as everyone who is a student will then become a future leader in the field. So developing this passion and enthusiasm early on is something that really cannot be understated, as it's something you will continue to do throughout your postgraduate careers, into your future careers in general, and end up creating opportunities for people who are in the positions you're in now. So with that, this event is really a testament to all of you here, as you're the people that make PLANCKS and have made this the biggest PLANCKS so far. So congratulations to all of you. Next of all, I'd like to welcome in the Trinity Provost to give us a few words of welcome to Trinity, why it's significant to have the event here, and so on. I'd like to welcome up Linda Doyle.
Thank you, Connor. I'm absolutely delighted to be here, and actually stunned at the number of people that are involved on a Friday evening and giving up their weekend in dedication to this. It's the first time ever I've had to open an event with the term kick-ass in the title, so it's really, really special and really amazing. And I suppose I'm also delighted to be here that Yvonne Kavanagh, where is Yvonne gone to? Oh, there she is, great, absolutely delighted that you're here from Satu Carlo and from the IOP Council. We have Tristan McLaughlin from Maths here, who is fantastic. We've Cormac McGuinness standing in for the head of physics, which is great. And actually to show that we have also Sinead Ryan, who's our Vice President for Research and from Maths. So it's great to have a team of people around here. And then I just met Anthony, Anthony, there you are, and James, who are without them we wouldn't be here, and obviously Connor, who is leading the way for Trinity. So it's amazing to have so many enthusiastic people about physics in one room, I have to say. I know people will be talking to you about this in a little bit more detail. One of the reasons I'm absolutely delighted that this is here is because of what you just mentioned, Connor, that physics is 300 years old this year. So back in 1724, we had the first ever what we call Erasmus Smith's Professor of Natural and Experimental Physics, or Experimental Philosophy as it was called then, Richard Helsham, as was mentioned. And there has been great celebrations here, I suppose, to mark that and to mark what's a very thriving School of Physics. Our current day Erasmus Smith's Professor, Johnny Coleman, I just was at his inaugural lecture recently, and it's brilliant to see, I suppose, such a thriving school, a school that hosted Ernest Walton. That's our very, I suppose, proud Nobel Prize winner, of whom we're very proud, and to see that so active. And actually, as I mentioned, Ernest Walton, one of the things I love about the school is their passion in actually passing on a love for physics to others, and there's an amazing amazing thing called the Walton Club. And to a certain extent, the Walton Club has the same kind of spirit that's in this room, where lots of people, I suppose, dedicate their weekends to working with kids from schools to make sure that they will kind of pick up that love of science, that love of physics and that love of STEM, which can often actually, as we all know, be knocked out of people, that curiosity that they have when they're very young. So luckily in our case, all of the people in this room have kept that passion. We also have a wonderful School of Mathematics here, and while I'm boasting about past pupils in Trinity, William Rowan Hamilton was a star of mathematics here, and we have, as I said, some of the present-day stars with us. So for all of these reasons, I'm really, really delighted that this is hosted in Trinity. The best thing about this, of course, is all of you. I'm totally in awe of the fact that people from 34 countries, you all had to compete in your own country to get here. I'm, of course, particularly proud of the Trinity students. No pressure to win or anything in this, but it's utterly fantastic that you actually give up your time and are so dedicated that you will work in this way. I think it's an amazing opportunity to work in teams, and I think it's an amazing opportunity to meet people kind of from around the world. And the power of the student, for me, is really, really important. You probably, and maybe I don't know whether you've seen, like many places around the world, we have had an encampment here a couple of weeks ago now, you know, an encampment around the BDS movement in Gaza. And the students, I suppose, for me, in Trinity and in many places of the world, are always pushing for us to think differently and do different things. And the power of students actually is felt really strongly here in Ireland as well, in terms of our membership of CERN. So for most people who might not know, Ireland wasn't or isn't a member of CERN, and this year is now looking to become an associate member of CERN. And again, you're going to hear more about that. But one of the reasons I mention it in the context of the power of students, it was because it was at a meeting here, I think a very pivotal and crucial meeting in lobbying for CERN, that one of our students, Michael Mitchell, gave the most amazing speech. I could kind of feel the emotion and the way he was able to speak on behalf of students and why it mattered for us to be part of CERN. And that to me, and it's really, it might come as no surprise to you, but the politicians listen to the students much more than they listen to us, because when you speak from your lived experience, you speak from your heart, you speak about a future that you want, and you speak about wanting to make the world a better place. So I think in all you're doing here, in committing to being here this weekend, to putting yourselves forward, to being brave and courageous, to participate, to compete, to do extra things beyond what's expected of you in university. For all of that, I think you are pretty amazing, absolutely wonderful, and I just want to congratulate you all and hope that you have a very, very enjoyable competition. And with that, I just have to make sure I have to take out a list to make sure that I thank all of the right people. So apart from the wonderful people that I've mentioned already, and all of the organisers from Trinity and UCD, I'd like to thank the Institute of Physics, the International Association of Physics Students, Fáilte Ireland, that's an Irish organisation that kind of encourages people to come to Ireland, International Union of Pure and Applied Physics, the European Physical Society, and of course the Trinity Maths and Physics departments. So, Gurv Míle Maith, and I hope you have a lovely time.
So the next thing we want to cover is the programme. So given that we're coming to the end of Friday almost, we've covered a lot of it already. So now we are here in the 5 to 6 slot on Friday in the opening ceremony, and afterwards we will have the next guest lecture from Sinead Ryan over here, hearing about current developments in particle physics and where CERN can be applicable now that, as you've heard, Ireland is joining, so it's a particularly big thing here. Afterwards, we'll have dinner in the Trinity Bar, which is booked entirely for us, so it'll be flat-out physics. And afterwards, we'll come back here for a kind of social quiz night to make things more relaxed. Then, starting from tomorrow, we'll have our next guest lecture from Miriam Rangel at 9:30, hearing about developments in astrophysics at the Max Planck Institute for Solar Physics. Then after that, we'll get into the main bit, the focus of Planck's, which is the exam. So we'll hear about the exam briefing, all the technical bits that you'll be required to know for your 4-hour exam session, which will take place from 11:30 to 3:30. And hopefully you'll enjoy it, or at least come out with something. And after that, you'll have a bit of free time to digest it before our next guest lecture at 5:30, which will be from Clara Nellis, someone from CERN who has worked on the Atlas experiment, but also does a lot of work in science communication. So I think this will be a lecture which will be delivered particularly well and communicated nicely. Afterwards, we'll be then going for the formal dinner near the front square in Trinity at the exam hall. We will head there, get a group photo, smart dress code, so everyone will have the time to dress up nicely and come to guest lecture 4 in suits or something like that. No longer in the PLANCKS t-shirts. And that will be the rest of the evening. We'll have the exam hall then until 9 o'clock for dinner and entertainment. For the Sunday, it'll be a nice easy start. After a busy Saturday, we will have the science showcase or poster competition from 10 to 1, which will be in the SNIAM building, which is kind of, you leave the Hamilton, go right and loop around Trinity. And we will have posters in there from some of you, the participants, and then local students as well, and that will come with a competition where you can all vote for what your favourite poster is, with the winner winning €200 and then €100 and €50. There will also be stands from the Tyndall Institute there, one of Ireland's research institutes in photonics situated in Cork, and one of the student groups here as well will also have a stand to tell you about the work they do, following on from yesterday's student talk about the Theoretical Physics Student Association. After that, we will have our final guest lecture at 1:30 from Seamus Davis, who directs labs in UCC in Cork, Oxford and Cornell. So with that is clearly someone accomplished and high up in their field of physics to have labs in all of those universities. And afterwards we'll have lunch before the closing ceremony where the winners of PLANCKS will be announced. After that, it'll be down to the optional activities, which will be free time to go around Dublin, go continue with social activities in the pubs, or on Monday we've organised also Dublin Zoo and the Guinness Storehouse, where you can sign up for tickets there. It will be for your own cost. PLANCKS hasn't covered it, but it'll be something for people that are around on Monday to see more of Dublin outside of the city centre in Trinity. So next up, we'll be hearing about the exam day itself. Anthony, do you want to talk through this?
Oh, hello everyone. Oh, come on. Hello everyone. Hello. Good. Are you excited to do a 4-hour exam tomorrow? Yes. Good. I'd be worried if you weren't, because you've all already gone, well most of you have, 99% of you have already gone and already done a massive exam. Yeah? And have won it for becoming the top teams. And now you're here representing your nations at the finals. So you've already done, as the Prof said, a massive accomplishment to be here. Well done. A couple of things about the exam tomorrow. There will be exam briefing at 10:30. 10:30. I better turn up to that. Where we'll go through all the rules and things that you need to know that you'll probably forget over tonight. A few things that are important that I want you to just think about and not worry about is the exam tomorrow. Oh, someone didn't do that, right? The exam tomorrow is going to be fun. Okay? We are not testing. I know exams are fun. You're physicists. You should be used to fun things. The problems are not designed to test you on some niche topic of physics that you've never heard of. Yeah? We're here to test your ability to solve physics problems, just general problems, using physics, using maths, the basics of them, and your creativity. Yeah? So we're not going to test you on something that you've probably never heard of. Or if you have heard of it, you've got to think about the question in a way that anyone would be able to answer it with just some basic knowledge of physics. Okay? So don't worry too much. Don't panic. Don't go spending all night revising because you don't even know what's going to turn up. So unless you're going to learn all of physics, which would be impressive, but I think you might be too tired to do the exam if you did that. So please get some sleep tonight. Saturday is the night you can stay out late. Right, just a couple of things to go through. Please wear your PLANCKS t-shirts tomorrow. Observers in red, committee organisers in blue, and participants in green. Okay? The exam is 4 hours and it does go over lunch. So if you have any snacks or something healthy like fruit, please do bring it and make sure you have a filled water bottle. Yeah? Please be mindful of dietary requirements, so no nuts. Okay? Don't buy anything with nuts in, no nut bars or granola bars or Snickers or anything like that. Yeah? Be mindful of that. And please no hot food or anything like pasta, sloppy stuff. Okay? If you do that, we will have to take you out of the exam room and you can eat it in the foyer, but you can't take the paper out there. So you'll lose time in the exam. Okay? If you need to use the toilet, yes, you can use the toilet in the exam. And no one's going to follow you in. Just to clear that up. Because we've had people waiting in the past for like 3 hours going, I really need to use the toilet, but I didn't know I could leave. Yes, you can use the toilet. Sleep, yeah. You need pens. I think everyone got a pen today in your welcome pack. Did they get pens? Pencils? Okay. Pens are better. It's easier for us to read. Remember, we're going to have to mark 470 exam questions tomorrow afternoon and evening. Yeah? So you want to make this as clear as possible. Yeah? Especially at, midnight tomorrow, we want to be able to read and understand what you're doing. So make it clear. Make sure you keep all of one question together. So all of question 1 goes together, all of question 2 goes together, all of etc. Yeah? We're going to give you staplers. We've never had this before in PLANCKS Dublin. We've got staplers. I had to bring 5 staplers through in my bag. I'm very glad I wasn't stopped for that as a staple smuggler. So that's something you could be arrested for, but we know 5 is okay. You're going to have to staple your pages together. It just makes our life a lot easier, and it makes our life easier. It means we're more likely to take the time to understand what you put in the paper. Some general sort of advice and things. Check your units, check your dimensions, read the question again, read the full question, and another one that's got another F in it. Read the assumptions. A lot of the questions will have marks for assumptions. Yeah? If you're going to say that a penguin is a cylinder, yeah, you can't just go in and start drawing out a cylinder without saying, assume the penguin is a cylinder. Yeah? Or assuming that we're on a different planet. Or assume we're in a universe where pi equals 3 equals e, an engineer's universe first. God forbid. Make a sketch and please have an attempt. Yeah? Although we've got to mark 470 questions tomorrow night, we want to mark 470 questions. We don't want all of you to go to one question and go, I don't want to do this one at all. You might get 1 or 2 marks in it. But just putting down your ideas, your thoughts. Yeah, you might not know how to solve it, but put down some ideas. 1 or 2 marks could be the difference between winning and not winning. And talking about winning, we have... Oh no, I won't say that. But we've got prizes. Yeah? In first place, go to third place. Third place, there is a cash prize of €250 for that third place team. Second place is €500, and third place is €1,000 for the winning team. We also have a few extra bits. Wolfram Alpha will give each member of the winning team a subscription to their pro thing for the entire year. I think they're valued at $650 each, so that's something. EA, the games company, will give you a free games key to any game you want, provided it's from EA. Alright, you can discuss what games you want when you win. Some of you are getting ahead of yourselves. What else? You get a medal, you get a certificate, and of course, eternal glory of being the winners of the 11th decade, 11th 11th edition of PLANCKS, which is the International Theoretical Physics Competition. And very much, we can see in this audience today, it is an international theoretical physics competition. So that's that. Do I need to say anything else about the exam? You turn up on time, please. Yeah, that's it. I think it's me again now. Yeah. Is it me again? Yeah, you might need do I have to click it? Why is this? I have to click my own PowerPoint. Oh, during the exam there'll be an observers workshop. Observers, you'll find out more about that some other time. Oh, now, do I have to say this? Observers who are in the red t-shirts, while everyone else is off doing the exam, you're going to find out some stuff about IAPS, about next year's international final in Spain. You're going to go over, you're going to have a workshop by James, who is an expert at running preliminaries, so if you want to learn about that. And there'll also be how to write a fun exam workshop with Sam, who, if you, I think observers, you'll see the exam tomorrow and you'll see it's fun. And then you'll then learn how to make your own fun exam later down the line. Do I have to click it again? Code of conduct, right. Every single one of you, this is the serious thing, put on my teaching voice. Every single one of you, when you signed up, did agree to follow the IOP and IAPS Code of Conduct and Terms and Conditions. So while we're here to have fun, to enjoy physics, to celebrate with each other, to socialise, it's important that we remember we're all from different cultures, we should be respectful of that, we should be respectful of our hosts, we need to treat each other with respect, we need to treat ourselves with respect, and we need to treat the locations that we're in with respect. Okay? I don't think I need to go into any more detail than that. You're all university students, you're all understanding of the world around you, you're all incredibly smart, or else you wouldn't be here. Do remember that. You are all fantastic and amazing people. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, and don't get too drunk on Saturday night. There is like free wine, but just be careful.
If you want a big dramatic introduction.
I think we already did that yesterday.
Well, you can go ahead.
I can go ahead, I think. It kind of works though. Guys. We managed, okay. I thought I would all get you with just staring at you, and at some point you notice. So, because Anthony forgot, I don't get an introduction. I'm very sorry. I think I'm just not important enough to get an introduction. However, I have the duty and the honor today to give a short introduction from the IAPS side. As you can see, my name is Cyrus, and I'm from IAPS, and I'm currently the IAPS president. And my speech starts like this. Dear participants, dear guests, dear observers, dear competitors, and last but not least, dear organizers, thank you for being here. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the 11th edition of the Physics League across numerous countries for kick-ass students in this beautiful city of Dublin and this amazing country of Ireland. And thank you very much for hosting us. It is all of our pleasure, I believe, to follow this call of our physics students, of our fellow physics students from the Territorial Committee of UK and Ireland to this beautiful city. And we are delighted to be here, all of us. Also, it is my absolute honor to convey to you the greetings and the best wishes from the leadership of the European Physical Society, that sent me to convey you all the best of luck for the competition. May all of you have great fun, as has been already said. Make sure it remains a fun exam. And all of you have best of luck and best of fun in the whole event. In the next few days, we will have an amazing program. We will have high quality lectures. We already had one, and we're going to have another one soon. We will have amazing interactive learning experiences, like the Observers Workshop, for example. And you will have the chance to experience this rich cultural history of this beautiful country of Ireland. And I hope all of you are really, really excited to do so. And of course, you will have an insanely difficult, very meanly put together exam, as Anthony put it so far. So I hope all of you are very, very interested and motivated and thrilled to dive deep into that exam right ahead. And shall I tell you another thing? Anthony already stole that from me, so we're really good in communicating to each other our speeches. You should be really proud. All of you should be insanely proud already by just sitting here. All of you, every single one of you, is representing your IEPS committee. All of you are representing all your physics students, of your country. Take a moment and think of them. Think of all the colleagues you see every day in all of your lectures, all of your physics lectures, quantum mechanics, your laboratory classes, it does not matter. You're here in Dublin for them. You're representing all of them. So you should be really proud. You've already gone very, very far. So it does not matter. Yes? So it does not matter, except for the EA coupon, it does not matter what comes out of this exam. You're here to have great fun and to feel this amazing feeling of togetherness and internationality. That is what you're here for. And that is the experience you should soak up and bring that home to the community and spread that with the fellow community of you. And that is why you should already be amazingly proud. IEPS, the International Association of Physics Students, is also very, very proud to be the host association of this amazing event, of this community that is able to put together such an amazing event and celebrate this togetherness here in Dublin. And additionally to that, one has to say, and I have to do a little bit of advertisement here, you have to also remember not only one celebration, but the biggest celebration is also on the horizon. So we have the International Conference of Physics Students, our flagship conference coming around. And we're really much hoping, or I'm very much hoping, that all of you have registered already. You will find a flyer in your bags. If you haven't, you should do so now. There are very few spots left. You should make sure you grab one as soon as possible, right after this speech or after the next lecture. Feel free to do so on the flyer of in your bag. We're very much looking forward to see you there. I have one last point. So first of all, back to this room, back to all of us. When I was sitting in the plane, I don't know how you felt when sitting in the plane or however you got here, ship, swimming. I learned it's an island, so I don't think you can get here by bike. So, when I was in the plane, I had this feeling, this certain gut feeling. Some of you who have already been here, you might have got that already. The certain gut feeling that it's time. It's time again for all of us really to experience this feeling that we're more than just all of the physics students in our university, in our country. We're more than that. It's time again to come together and to celebrate. It's time for all of us. It's time to celebrate the Physics League across numerous countries for Kick-Ass Students 2024 in Dublin. Thank you very much. That worked very well. I tried that in Munich in 2022, and they also got it instantly, so I think that's just something physics students do. You're not rid of me yet. I have to announce the next speaker, because that's what you do. I also have to click my own slides, that's why I didn't bring any. So, now I'm allowed to present the next speaker, who is famous enough to be introduced. The next speaker is no one else but Michel Spiro. Michel Spiro is the president of the International Union of Pure and Applied Physics. He is one, if not the most influential physicist around the globe, at least from what I see. He probably eats breakfast on a regular basis with people like the UN Secretary General, and he's very happy to put a few words towards us. And I think I have to click this video now. Unfortunately, he cannot be here, so how do I click this? So, enjoy. Can I do this?
My name is Michel Spiro.
1 second. We got you. What?
It's going to be so smooth.
Put it on here. You have to do it on the audio on this thing.
With this, I have finished this presentation,
It's on this one.
and again I insist that IAPS is an essential part of IUPAP.
Okay, guys, we try that again. Not that good, but we're getting there. Yeah, drum roll.
Yes,
Drum roll together. 1, 2, 3.
that's fine. It'll stop.
James.
My name is Michel Spiro. I am presently president of IUPAP, the International Union of Pure and Applied Physics. It is my pleasure to say a few words to wish to IAPS an excellent PLANCKS competition in Dublin. Thank you for inviting me to say a few words at this occasion. I will use this opportunity to present you briefly with IUPAP. So let me share the screen with a short presentation of IUPAP. Here it is. So IUPAP is now more than 100 years old. Its mission has always been and is still to assist in the worldwide development of physics, to foster international cooperation in physics, and to help in the application of physics towards solving problems of concern to humanity. And this is particularly true in these difficult times. Further IUPAP principles have been added, which are foster openness and inclusiveness in physics, promote free circulation of physicists and of data, open data, ensure integrity and credibility, promote physics as a building block of innovation and multidisciplinary research, promote physics as an essential tool for development and for sustainability. I will come back on that at the end of my presentation. So as I said, IUPAP is 100 years old. It was born in 1922 with 13 member territories, brilliant and very well-known president, Bragg, Brilwin, and so on. The members today are 60, so you see the list, 60 territories, mostly countries, but we say territories because, for instance, in China, we have China, Beijing, and China, Taiwan. Bulgaria, Egypt, Jordan, Uruguay, Ukraine have joined recently. We have now established the possibility for corporate associate members to become part of IUPAP, and we have already 6 now. and also associate territorial members with a smaller subscription. Nepal is the first one. They are starting to join. We have also 4 regional physics societies, the American Physics Society, African Physics Society, Asian Pacific, and the European, which are observers in IUPAP. So you see the map, we are covering the world, but you see that we are missing a lot of territories in Africa. The founding members are in red, current members are in green, and blue members are in the new ones. So the governance is not original. It is governed by statutes and bylaws. IUPAP recently has become an association under Swiss law, located in Geneva.
We have more of him. No worries. We have more of him. I think we brought more, right?
With this, I have finished this presentation. And again, I insist that IAPS is an essential part of IUPAP. It contributes to rejuvenate IUPAP. And the initiative of IAPS are very much supported by IUPAP, like this initiative of the PLANCKS tournament, which we are very much supporting. Have a good time in Dublin, in Ireland, and wish you a good competition. Thank you.
No, that's not me.
All right, I'll introduce this one just to, pay back the fact that I didn't introduce Cyrus. This is Bradley, everyone. Bradley is the Institute of Physics' Student Engagement Officer. He has a hell of a job looking after and dealing and handling with and meeting with students, physics students throughout the entire UK and Ireland. That is 79 universities, I believe, that do physics across the UK and Ireland. And Bradley has to deal with all of them at some point, or at least their representatives. And without Bradley, none of this would be possible, like many of the people you'll see this weekend. So Bradley's going to tell us a little bit about the Institute of Physics, which you've all got on your left side and on your back and in your notebooks and on your tote bags and literally everywhere you'll see the IOP. Yeah. So please listen and I'll leave it over to Bradley.
Thanks. Can everyone hear me okay at the back? Yeah, great. Yes, thank you very much for that introduction, Anthony. Yes, so I'm the Student Engagement Officer at the Institute of Physics. So we are the professional body and learned society for physics in the UK and Ireland. In a nutshell, that means we support physicists and anyone that uses physics regularly as part of their everyday life. We're a membership organisation first and foremost, so we're there to support the career and the development of physicists in the UK and Ireland. I have the pleasure, as Anthony said, of working very closely with university students across the UK and Ireland. So we have affiliated societies at different universities. We have campus ambassadors that run different physics events at their universities. And we also have a student community panel who forms our national committee of IAPS, and they sort of support and input the student voice into the work of the IOP as well. It's a fantastic organisation to be part of. There is a QR code on there if anyone's interested in getting involved or learning more about any of our work. Please do scan that, and there's a quick survey and we can get in touch with you afterwards. We've got lots of different things we do. Obviously we're a membership organisation, but we also lobby on behalf of physicists and try and make sure sort of policy at a national level in the UK and Ireland reflects what physicists need to see. We campaign on physics, so we are running our Limitless campaign, which is trying to get more underrepresented groups post-16 into physics as well. Loads and loads more. I won't talk forever, but I would also just like to say, obviously, part of what we do as well is support events like this, and it's an absolute pleasure to see so many students from around the world passionate about your subject coming to an event like this. It doesn't, as much as, and we will say it again, thank you to all the organisers and all their hard work and all the sponsors, ultimately an event like this doesn't happen without you as students coming and giving your time to compete. So thank you for that. And as the IOP, it's fantastic to be able to support that and an honour. You will also be hearing from our President and our CEO later on in the week as well, so I won't talk too much longer. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm really worried there's someone I'm supposed to introduce now and I don't know who they are. Connor. Connor. You
I didn't actually know I was being introduced to do anything else. But yes, I suppose thank you to everyone that has spoken so far. You really are highlighting how important this is and how important it has been building up to this moment for everyone. You know, even for myself, having been involved organising it, I think about 2 years ago now, when the opportunity came along, I thought, yes, this is great. But it was going for so long that I thought, we're never actually going to get here. It's just this thing I'm eternally doing, having meetings about this physics competition. But to be here is great. So to keep track of what is happening while we're here at last, there is the Discord, which you should all have joined, hopefully. If not, the link is somewhere in your emails, or you can share it between each other. And be sure to, network, socialise with each other, as everyone here is from many different countries, and the opportunity to socialise in person in the global physics community, and particularly the global physics student community, is not something that is easily done, as a lot of undergraduate work is do your lectures, do your exams, and then you get to go out into the world as maybe a postgraduate and go to conferences. But at this point, a student-orientated conference is very valuable, so be sure to be in touch with each other, to make sure you can learn from all of each other's experiences as students and come out of this weekend, much better, and looking forward to everything you still have to learn. Yeah. Next one. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to introduce this slide. Alexia will do that, as she's the organiser.
So this has become a tradition for UK and Ireland banks, and this is the first time we're bringing it to the finals. So for UK and Ireland banks, we have a title page competition as well as the main competition. So this is an opportunity for you to get creative and to make a nice front cover to all your physics workings for the exam. So you can make this whenever you like. You can do it digitally now, send it to me on Discord, post it in the Discord channel, or you can do a physical copy during the exam, or bring a physical copy that you've already made to the exam. And so if you were very bored in the last 5 minutes of the exam and have had enough of doing physics and just want to go home, just stay there and make a title page. So we've had some impressive entries in the past. All you need to do is put the words PLANCKS 2024 on it, and then your team name. And the one thing that I didn't put on the slide was that observers, you're welcome to send me any pretty designs you want to make. You're part of PLANCKS too, so you can make something. If you want to theme it with 10 years of PLANCKS, then you're welcome to. Yeah. Do you want to have another slide? Apparently I have another slide. I thought I only made one. Oh, am I introducing this? And this is nothing to do with me. But anyway, so another UK tradition is that we sometimes have mascots. So usually our universities have like a different animal that is our mascot. This year we have a teddy bear, and apparently I have to hold it up. So here is a mascot. It wants a name. So I think the winning name once was Pancake or something. Yeah, so come up with a name for this teddy bear that's Trinity, and you can win. And the thing I didn't say is both of these competitions have prizes as well. There's a point for doing it. Yeah, and come along this evening to the thing that they said was a quiz night, which is called 10 years of PLANCKS to do it. It'll be in this lecture fit, won't it? The thing this evening. Yeah, we got that? Oh, we've even got a slide. Someone's made one for me. Isn't that nice? Why 2022? I didn't make this slide. Not my fault. Anyway, so it's apparently called the quest, but it's basically like the proper exam. You have 10 challenges to complete, but 10 fun challenges. So just come along after dinner and have a good time. It'll be an hour long. Yeah? And so you were just, is that the end of things you wanted to say?
No,
So,
one more slide. No,
why-
that was it.
I think-